Hey everybody, RJ here. Hope everybody's having a good day. Alright, so today's topic is about failure. Now, you may think failure is a bad thing, but I'm actually going to discuss how it is a good thing and how you can think of it as a step to success. And I'm also going to discuss how I dealt with failure and how I apply it to my motivation today. Let's get right into the video. Hey everybody, RJ here. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope everybody's having a good year so far. So our first topic of 2021 is about failure. Yes, it is often said in a negative way. But let me tell you guys why it could be a positive thing, especially for your future. So we're going to talk about a few examples of how I've dealt with the thought of failure then and now. So here's our first example, school. So as you guys know, in 8th grade, I got left back and I had a lot of social anxiety associated with that. But we're also going to talk about from a different perspective of how it had to do with failure and getting better in my own life. So not only did I get left back in 8th grade, I also got left back in the 1st grade as well. Now here's the big difference. In the 1st grade, I was sick a lot. I would miss months of school. I think I missed about 2 or 3 months, actually, if I remember. But I would always get sick, and when I did go to school, I just didn't care. I would always sit under the desk, read a book, and never listen to the teacher. I know that may sound a little funny, but that's actually what I used to do. But when I got left back, when I got the news, I just thought of, oh, I'm not going to be able to see my friends again. What am I going to do? I'm never going to get better. And I had that mindset all through pretty much elementary school, that I would never get better. I'm just doing this because it's fun and to see my friends, I guess. There is a big difference maker. Middle school. When I saw all my friends go to high school and I got left back, it was actually a good failure. Because if I would have went to high school right away, I would have been lost. I would have known nothing. Yeah, I had maybe a couple friends there, but I would have not known how to go from class to class without crying and basically falling out. Because I stayed in 8th grade, I learned these skills of meeting new people and meeting new friends and doing better on my new classes. So because of that failure of the 8th grade, it taught me, hey, this isn't too bad. I can learn from this. I can redeem myself so I can see my friends again. I may be a grade below them, but at least I know, I did my best and I can do my best in the future. And because I got left back, I graduated high school, I got into college, and I did very well on my exams. It's because of that failure that I did better in the future. So let me talk about another example of how failure can be said in a positive way. I would always be afraid to let people down. I would always be afraid to be a failure to other people, thinking, oh, I'm never going to make friends again, or no, I'm never going to do this or that. But as soon as I thought that, I had a friend tell me that don't think of that as a failure. Think of it as you could do better than them. Think of it as you can do whatever you want to do and prove them wrong. Or like another good example is with my friend during the weight loss example. When I lost all the weight, he told me I could never lose weight. I'll always be a failure. I'll always do bad. And I'll never get better. And I was in a deep depression. I thought to myself, I'm never going to get better. I'm never going to lose the weight. He's right. And then I had a friend basically kick my butt and say, don't listen to what he has to say. Think of this as a way of redeeming yourself, Robert. Think of this as a way of getting better and showing him that you can lose that weight, damn it. So I lost the weight and I was full of motivation. I was full of high self-esteem that I could do anything I want. Even if I do not do the best at that math test or not do the best at losing the weight I need to lose, at least I tried my best in doing it. Now I lost a little bit too much weight, as you can see, but at least I did what I had to do to get my health back in order. And I thought to myself, who cares what these people think? I'm not a failure. They're a failure for thinking that I'm a failure, and they've never tried anything in life to get themselves better. So that's what I always say to myself is, I take it with a grain of salt, and I say, am I really a failure, or are these people a failure for calling me a failure? Because obviously I'm not a failure if I'm losing all this weight and I'm graduating from high school. If anything, they're the ones that are making mistakes and not learning from it. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, is why failure is not necessarily a bad thing. Because if we all thought we were failures, we'd get nowhere in life. we would just never do anything. We would never achieve anything with that wrong mindset, with that negative mindset. So, I've always thought, hey, I'm going to do better at this next math test, or I'm going to do better at this next college exam, or do better at dealing with certain situations. Here's an example you guys can relate to. Let's say you just got your exam grades back. Let's say you get all A's, but you get 1 D. And you think that D is the worst thing ever. You think of it, oh, I'm never going to get better at that class, and you're never going to improve. But that is just, that grade on that test is telling you you can do better. That's what I think of that D or that F or that low grade on that test is, that I could do better and I could prove them wrong, that I can pass the next test, or I can get better at the next driver's test, or I can improve in life. Don't think of failures as something you can't get better at. Think of it as something you can get better at. That's why we have these type of failures, because it's saying, you can do better at this next time. Think of that as, hell yeah, I'm going to do better next time. I'm going to pass this math test, or I'm going to take this test and kick its butt. So think of these failures as a good thing, things that you can redeem yourself, and it's going to motivate you to feel better about it, as long as you have a positive mindset towards your failures. That is the key to achieving success, is learning from the failures you have dealt with, learning from the things you didn't do well at, and getting better at it. Challenging your failures is a way of achieving success. Not everybody's going to deal with it that way, but as long as you try, as long as you do it with a positive attitude and a positive mindset, you will do anything you want in life and achieve anything you want. So failure is not a bad thing. People may think it is, but it is not. Dude, if I would have thought failure was a bad thing, I would have failed a long time ago and never learned. But I thought of it as something I can get better at, something that I can basically do anything. Failure is a word that a lot of people are disgusted by, and I could see why. But the mindset I have towards it is a lot different from maybe other people may think of it. That's why I'm here to talk about why it's not such a bad thing. So hopefully you guys learned something today. Hopefully you guys could see how I've dealt with it and how my mindset goes towards it, and saying, you know, who cares what these other people say? They don't know me. Only I know how to get past these failures. Only I know how to pass this test. Yeah, they have the teacher to help you learn things, but they can't make you pass your test. They can't take your test for you. Only you can learn that, and only you can pass that test. You understand what I'm saying? So don't let these nobodies or these average Joes tell you you can't do nothing. They're the ones that can't do anything. They're the ones that are jealous of your success, jealous of you learning from your failures. Don't let them tell you that you're not a successful person, because you are, as long as you have the heart, the passion, the drive to do whatever the hell you want. So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for experiencing why and how failure is not necessarily a bad thing. I hope you guys all have a great day, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care.